Discord channels and everything. I forgot, and I just reinstalled Discord, and it had unmuted everything. And I forgot to turn it off when I went to sleep, and then halfway through the night.
I am now live. Hey, James Knighton. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, today's a quickie stream. I was debating on whether I was gonna stream like FF or something today, but I'm getting dragged off to town in like an hour, a little bit over an hour, so gotta put something up for the content, for the content, for the entertainment, for people to enjoy, or at least say they enjoy. Okay. Make sure the stream settings are all correct. Looks like it. Alright, boom. Sorry about that. Hey, there. We're gonna load back up. We're gonna load up my my mummy. I was in the middle of doing some zombies. The Egyptian mummies. Even though they're skelly boys. Probably next time I stream Total War Warhammer, probably be better. I'm tongue-tied today. It's great. Hey, chicken strips. Evening, lads. Evening, how you doing? Jackson, what's up? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty damn good. Ball, Caboose, Pierce, how you guys doing?
Oh.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I was up late and just woke up like an hour ago, but all in all, can't complain too much.
You can always complain.
Can practice.
That's why I added the modifier of too much.
Can complain a little bit. So, Ball, when do you reckon you'll have your mummy army finished printing?
Well, I've been lazy and I haven't actually printed anything today, so far.
Neither have I.
So,
I mean, I
what have
woke
I
up
got?
to print finished, but other than that.
So what have I got so far? I've got my king on his chariot, got my casket of souls, I've got my scorpion, and one unit of tomb guard. So,
yeah, for me, I have 3 full units of dwarf warriors, the rune master, as it's called on the sheet. I got the dwarf lord. I have the objective markers. I have to count them actually. I think I have 14 berserkers, dwarf berserkers. I think around that same. I either have 14 or I have a little over. I think I have 14 gunners, dwarf gunners. 2 bannermen, 1 musician, 1 golem. I think that's it. And then, well, I also have the 14 miners that I printed off last. Chicken strips VTuber avatar coming soon. Nice. Question: would you want Tomb Kings reintroduced in Age of Sigmar, and how should they play? Are they not in Age of Sigmar?
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I don't
play Age of Sigmar at all, so I wouldn't know. But I'm shocked by that. They're Warhammer Fantasy. I thought they ported everything over.
No, they didn't put everything over.
Oh my god, that's even worse. Like I thought most of the complaints about Age of Sigmar have been lore related, or some of the new miniature designs. I've heard a lot about that, but I didn't realize. Like, really, the Tomb Kings aren't there?
Bretonia isn't there. The Empire, even the Empire, weren't there to start with.
Jesus.
They literally went full ham with deleting stuff.
Oh, okay. So that provides even more context for the hatred Age of Sigmar gets. they annihilated multiple armies. Jesus Christ.
Well, they annihilated every army, to be fair.
Oh, well, yeah. I suppose the existing ones didn't get ported over faithfully, so they're dead as well.
Like the dwarves. In Age of Shitmar, dwarves apparently live in the sky.
Because that's what dwarves do, stereotypically. their physique is definitely designed for living in high up places,
Yes.
and definitely not designed for
That has to be a
confined
cardinal
underground tunnels.
sin. Okay, that has to be a cardinal sin. Hey, you know dwarves who have always been subterranean, badass craftsmen of the earth? Just long-bearded, tunnel-dwelling, bulky, stubborn sons of bitches. Yeah, let's put them in the sky.
They all decided to do Mr. Fredrickson from Up.
Welcome, Karn. Nope, on the tabletop. Technically, Tomb Kings kind of exist in Age of Sigmar as a different faction. Weren't they absorbed into Nagash's forces? There is just a Stormcast Eternal with a name similar to Cetra. Wait, I thought Stormcast were the Fantasy Astartes, pretty much.
Yeah, they are, but they're kind of Thousand Submarines. It's the easiest way to put them. They're literally just souls stuffed into a suit of armor.
Oh yeah.
That look eerily similar to Astartes.
Yep.
Round Marines.
How wonderful.
I mean, you even look at their crossbows that they use, and they look very similar to bolters.
Why did they do all that? Like, I as far as I've always researched and understood the Age of Sigmar stuff from GW's perspective, is they felt that they wanted a fresh take on it, and also the business side of it is they probably couldn't copyright that much of it, so they wanted to reset it so that not only could they copyright more of it, but they also felt that they wanted to take it a different direction. That was always my understanding of GW's perspective on it. I feel like Tomb Kings can be copyrighted. So why remove Tomb Kings? And Chicken says that they have another Egyptian themed, right? But is Tomb Kings not? I would think that that's in the specific context of miniature gaming tabletop. They could copyright it.
Well, they could, to be fair, though, because there's a lot of genres, films.
Yeah, but in the thing is,
Books.
copyright has like genres. Like for example, like in video games, a game could be, let's say, called Age of War, and in tabletop gaming, there could be another game called Age of War. And technically, considering at least how U.S. copyright works, though both can exist separate from one another and not have any connection, because they're considered two different mediums of entertainment. So you can even trademark them both, exact same spelling, exact same name, as long as the genres that they are applicable to are different. You can do that. So in the context of tabletop gaming, unless someone else already did it, they could copyright Tomb Kings. And in that, I don't know if British copyright works the same way. I don't know if maybe in Britain it's more across the board, and they don't like split it up genre by genre. But here in the U.S., copyright law splits everything up by genre.
Would they be able to copyright Tomb Kings? Because technically it's a historical term, same as pauldrons. And GW tried to copyright pauldrons and were told, no, you can't copyright that.
If it's in common use, they can't copyright it. So, I don't know, is Tomb Kings a common term?
Yes. At the same time, I really think copyright law really needs to be revamped horribly.
Oh yeah, it's the thing is, copyright law hasn't been it was written. The existing copyright laws that we're still operating under were written back in basically the days of the colonies. They have not updated them in hundreds of years. They have added addendums to it. There have been modern court documents and court dealings and verdicts that set precedent for how certain laws are interpreted in the modern day, but actually updating the core writing hasn't been updated in hundreds of years.
Not only that, but companies like right now, technically Mickey Mouse.
Welcome, Draven. Welcome, Mark. Sorry.
If you read the letter of the law, Mickey Mouse is technically supposed to be in, what is it, common practice? I can't think of the name of it right now.
Common use?
Common use. It's supposed to be a common use thing right now. But because Disney has so much money, they keep lobbying, so they get to extend and extend and extend and extend. Which is something that needs to stop too, because you just have corporations that are basically locking everything under the sun in copyright hell. You know, it's going to be a problem because Disney's going to take over the world, man. I mean, they're going to own everything, and then, oh, well, you can't write this, but I did. Yeah, but it's too similar to this, and we have the copyright. But the copyright should have expired like 6 years ago. Oh, well, we just lobby to have it extended ad nauseum, indefinitely.
Well, legally, here in the U.S., copyright isn't indefinite. How it works is in the U.S., it's the lifespan of the original creator plus 70 years. So, in the case, for example, if we look at Cthulhu and the Cthulhu mythos, that's all common use. That's all what's the term? Open
source.
Open source.
Open source.
Public source. I think.
Basically, anyone can use anything from H.P. Lovecraft's work. Because he died, and then it's been 70 years since his death. So that now his work is considered public use, open use. Anyone can make any Cthulhu video game, new book,
public
anything
domain.
like that.
That's the
it.
word I
Public
was
domain.
looking
Thank
for.
you.
Yeah,
deals for the
Thank you,
cause.
Nathan, for the super chat, man. Thank you. Yeah, public domain. So that's how it works in U.S. law. It's the lifespan of the original creator plus 70 years. So technically, unless someone renews the copyright, which to do that it's a little complex. to do that doesn't necessarily undo that. Like you can only copyright specific works, especially if you're not the original creator. So, for example, H.P. Lovecraft, even after his death, probably had family members and other people who owned the copyright to his work and were profiting off of it. And until the 70 years went up. Then they lost that because his death is still the marker for when that runs out.
Unless you have a estate, you know.
Estate is the only thing I think that can subvert that. Is if the original creator establishes a body, like an identifying body, to represent them after their death, more or less keeping them alive.
That's more or less what the Tolkien estate is.
Yeah, that's the Tolkien estate is a perfect example of that. It keeps that copyright hold, and it basically holds the same weight as if the original creator were still alive. So if Walt Disney has an estate, his work will continue to be considered held, and the 70 years count isn't ongoing. If he doesn't have an estate, if he didn't establish an estate before his death to continue to represent him and represent his copyright and creations, then Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, which is the original version of Mickey Mouse, any of that stuff should be completely public use now. But I think the
Walt Disney Corporation actually counts as his estate because it does have
if
his
it does,
name
then
on it.
yes. As long as Disney does not go under and it continues to act as his estate, then no, his copyright will never run out. It will be indefinite. So the estate part of the law is definitely abusable. As my understanding goes, I'm not a copyright lawyer. I could have certain other bits of this misunderstood. But from my own research into this and having contact with my own copyright lawyer on behalf of Warglaive and speaking with him about a lot of this stuff, I have a level of understanding. I'm not a lawyer. My lawyer is there for a reason. I haven't fired him. He hasn't explained things that well to me. But, I have at least a grasp to a degree. So it's one of those things where it's kind of complex, when you get down to it, but the core copyright laws are very easily understood. It's when you get into like the arguments of like, when does this expire for copyright? Is there an estate involved? Is there existing representing bodies? It's all complex. Hey Silver, what did I miss? We were just talking to. How did that conversation start? It kind of flowed.
Talking about how whether GW had Tomb Kings in Age of Sigmar.
Right. That's where we started.
I still don't believe that Age of Sigmar exists. That thing just doesn't exist.
I cannot blame that take.
Just like Primaris. Primaris do not exist.
You do not acknowledge them.
Nope.
Alright.
Schrodinger's Primaris.
Oh yes.
Did you recruit Twinking Halberds?
Guess in my Tomb Kings one, I've almost conquered the whole south region.
Hey, how much is Warglaive stock? It's not currently publicly traded. So everything and nothing. Unless you're asking me how much I predict it'll be worth, I have no idea. The market usually defines how everything sells. The thing is, with every publicly traded company, the thing is, Warglaive won't be publicly traded. Scarlet Games will be publicly traded. Just like Warhammer 40k isn't publicly traded, but Games Workshop is. You know, the owning studio and copyright will be what is publicly traded. Tavern Song, no offense, I just find this more enjoyable than rock/metal. Okay.
Well, you know what they say. A chicken und every pot und a cap und every ass. Yeah?
It's an airsoft gun, YouTube. Don't strike my stream.
Oh, shit. You're actually on YouTube. I thought you were streaming. Yeah, never mind. My bad.
Can I buy stock in Scarlet yet? No. That's also not publicly traded at the moment. Thing is, I'm not sure when is going to be a good time to go publicly traded. The thing is, I don't think you are legally allowed to until you have a product. And thing is, I don't think there's anything preventing Scarlet Games from going to become a publicly traded company. Like, if I were to make it go public and put it on the stock market and have stocks go for sale, thing is, I don't think anything's preventing me from doing that. The thing is, it won't result in anything, unfortunately. Because most people aren't going to buy stocks in a company that has no income, that has no products for sale yet. You
need liquid assets.
Yeah, you need something to offer. So I could put it up right now if I wanted to, but it would be kind of pointless.
You gotta wait until you've got something.
And then you also got this. The thing is, there's a downside to becoming publicly traded. And if you want to know what that downside is, I would like to introduce all of you to Activision and EA and Games Workshop. If you ever want to know the downsides of becoming publicly traded. Once you become a publicly traded company, it doesn't matter if you're the CEO, the studio head, the creator. Doesn't matter. There's one set of people above you now. The shareholders. And what they say goes. Because a huge part of what funds you and your company is going to be the stocks. It also defines your company's value. So, there is something to be said. There is something to be said about becoming a publicly traded company, because there's a reason lots of companies go public. It's because it's profitable. You know, stocks provide quite a bit anyway of quite a bit of funding for your company, and again, they add value to your company, which helps it get seen more on the stock market, helps it get more profit. There's a lot of benefits to becoming publicly traded financially, but what you gain in financials, you absolutely lose in creative control, freedom. There's a lot of downsides to becoming publicly traded. That's why I want to be a shareholder. I'll just give you say to do what you want. I'd appreciate more shareholders like that, but you'd be one shareholder amongst several, especially during the more profitable the company becomes. Actually, that does beg the question. I wonder if One Page Rules is a publicly traded company. I don't think so. I think he's private. I say, hey, I don't know if there's a staff. I think they might be private. They come to mind because they're doing something very similar to what I'm doing. So, they're a good example. Alright, so... Jesus Christ. Got artillery. Crap. That ain't good. Oh boy. Oh yeah, but anyone else who's joining the stream right now, just to let you guys know, the reason the stream is a quickie stream, and also the reason I'm not streaming FF, is I'm getting dragged off to town in about an hour. So, a quick, nice, casual hangout stream for the content gods and all that. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I can't do a corner camp. They have artillery.
Let's go on the attack and hope for the best.
That's the thing. I think I can beat them if I do that.
You have to go on a mad rush along a long line, try and envelop them.
Yeah. It depends on it depends on if the AI is smart enough to keep the enemy line back. Or sorry, keep their artillery back and have their whole force try and hold me in. I'll try and fight that one. I don't know if that'll
your
go
general
my way.
doesn't. Your general doesn't have a mount. As I say, you could like slip.
He does
him
not
around
have a
the back
mount,
to
no.
kill him, but
Alright, don't save. Alright, we'll manual. I'll take that one on.
You might as well. Oh god damn it! You might as well try. God,
Tang's just showing up after a nice long smoke break.
Yeah. I've been speaking non-stop for the last week, and yeah, my voice is almost gone.
Hey, my man Tang.
Hey, Bob.
should never have smoked that first cigarette.
I
should have smoked two. I'd be dead sooner.
I'm more of a cigar guy myself. Anyway.
I wish I could do a good New York accent.
Welcome back, James. How you doing?
Because then I could do like a New York smoker accent.
Don't inhale a cigar, and if you're doing it, you're doing it wrong.
You don't have a New
I know.
York accent?
I am
Isn't it the same?
nowhere. I am nowhere from.
It sounds
close
the same.
to the Northeast.
It sounds the same.
Hey, what do you think you can do? Hey, I'm walking over here. What's going on? Hey,
There you
yeah.
go. Okay, so you're going a bit Italian there, huh?
Yeah, you just going Italian.
there, hey.
You're going
Well,
an Italian.
American Italian.
That's a Brooklyn, yes. Oh, God.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wait, I have an
Hey,
idea.
don't forget the
everybody wants to go
Tagliatelle.
to- Yeah,
Mhm.
Alright, so
gonna
what
go
I'll
to the
do-
deli, get some farfangool, yes?
You guys joke, but never make fun of those accents in front of Sicilians. It's one thing to deal with Italians, but Sicilians are a lot louder.
I can.
They might have mafia connections.
We also, well, I also have mafia connections, so I don't really care. Like, which
Tang's
is worse,
got
Sicilian
connections.
Mafia, Sicilian Mafia or Slav Mafia?
The Slav.
Yes,
All-
comrade, we
I-
always
I would-
better.
I would say all of the above.
Even with crime, we always stop.
Just remember, when you do the squat, put your heels on the ground.
On the ground.
Yes.
That way you are not known as Western spy.
Suka.
Suka, блядь.
Alright. Going right in, charge,
Yeah.
and attack their artillery.
By the way, the worst thing you can do to a cigarette smoker is to give him a cigar and don't explain anything.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh,
will
yeah.
die in the first 3 seconds.
No, not right. Well, I wouldn't.
Well, if you know how to smoke them, yeah, you will be fine. But if you just inhale with the first light, yeah, you're dead.
Oh yeah, you're gonna die, dude.
Oh boy.
I've accidentally done it before, and it's just like 20 minutes of coughing.
Oh,
Ah.
I've
A
never
good
smoked
cigar and a nice-
anything in my life.
the thing is, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do cigars with whiskey. That's my secret pleasure.
Alright, boom, I got their artillery. It's
I
now in a full
Nice.
goddamn
suppose
retreat.
you could say I
Oh, you
lived an
motherfucker.
excessively, I don't know, would you call it clean?
You alive?
Except I've never
Oh, poor little-
drinking alcohol. I've never smoked.
Little
Like a good
innocent
Christian
ears.
boy.
A good Christian boy. Oh, fuck.
Well, that is technically true. Though it's like whether or not you use the good part. Eh.
Poor
Yeah,
innocent
technicalities.
ears.
You smell that? Smells like a little bitch to me. I'm just kidding.
Oh boy.
Well, I can't talk. I'm completely different from this point of view. Like if you see our
Should I-
churches, Western churches, all the priests are, oh, we're celibate, we don't touch women. Our churches, yeah, that's my wife, that's my kids.
That's Protestant.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Catholicism. It's the celibacy of the priesthood.
I mean, if you're a monk, all right, that's fair enough. If you're a church like a priest, I mean, why the fuck no?
And you also got like, Orthodox priests with their epic beards.
Oh yeah. Actually, I got mistaken. I was mistaken
Ah,
for
crap.
a priest once.
My attrition.
Where you walk
Oh,
around
yeah.
in a black robe with a, you know.
Well, I was walking
don't
near
know,
a church
dude.
and someone was like, "Oh, Father." I was like, "No, sorry, wrong one."
Their
You should have
heroes mean
just
such
kept.
a
You
difference.
should just kept
in a
playing
fight.
along.
Mm.
I mean,
Just
I can
have fun
do
with it.
some church chorus like pretty well.
So we're starting a religious discussion right now, is it? I'm not.
Well,
I was actually thinking
No,
whether to start an Isabella campaign.
I've come to accept that every time I stream with an open mic, everyone's just like Auschwitz.
No, we didn't went there. Come on.
Deus Volt.
No, come on. Keep it
Everything.
clean.
No. Yeah, I know.
I learned my lesson.
Oh crap! No, I loaded the wrong thing. No.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
That's like with ancient Egyptian eldritch horrors. That's a very important thing. It's like, what are you looting?
Hey, Forlorn, Deus Vult. No religion, Crusade. Hey, Dragonis, how you doing? How you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing, lads?
Yes, well, alright then. I'll play the Bretonian wife.
Réponse de Lyonnaise.
Okay, then give us a topic,
Stayed.
Asmo. If you don't want us to talk about just everything, just give us a topic.
Well, you can talk about anything you want to. I'm just saying.
Well, you know the problem with that.
Alright,
boy.
so reload, quick save. Boom.
Speaking of the,
Of the what?
I'm not gonna say anything.
What, the Bretonian waifu?
No, nothing. He knows what he is.
The friendly guy from the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Karn. How predictable of him.
What?
Oh, you
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of summoned him, so.
By the way, I boiled my kettle and I accidentally made a drink of a heretic.
Wait, what?
Good.
Oh boy.
He made
what-
coffee.
What did you... Oh, coffee.
Yes, the drink of a heretic.
I love
One
coffee.
of us. One of us. Google Garden.
That's to shorten my lifespan by another 10 years now.
Yeah.
If I
Poison
ever
for
tell
British
you,
people, apparently.
if I ever tell you how you use tea for breakfast, you're gonna kill me.
He is the drink of immortality.
I definitely got
Not how we use it.
Rule Pitrania is fading.
Alright.
Right then.
Alrighty then.
Summon the Electrocounts.
Now,
Azak
Electrocount.
managed to become an Electrocount somehow.
Blood for the blood,
What
God
asshole?
skulls for the
Oh.
skull throne. I approve of crusading. Swedish pilgrims.
Like I put the picture in
Not
hashtag
sure
gaming
if
up.
you saw the server, but Arctic asked F, marry, kill, me, you, and Arctic. I responded with effing Arctic, marrying you, and killing myself. You're not allowed to do that. Let's see. Fuck, marry, kill between you, me, and Arctic.
win, close victory.
Fuck Arctic, marry Nathan, and pat myself on the head. Or on the back. For a job well done.
And that's how Asmogan started his harem.
I already started it. It's the server.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
God.
not part of your harem,
No.
you can forget that.
So which character for Tomb Kings are you playing? I'm playing Cetra. Which has gone smooth for the most part, but Réponse de Lyonnaise has been a pain in my dink.
Yeah, she doesn't like undeads.
Yeah. I killed her though,
Kills.
so upside. Gotta think on the upside, lad.
Valiant
Yeah, just make her one of you.
One of us, one of us.
Google Garden.
Alright, where are you? Attack Cetra. Alright. I could auto resolve this, but Asmo needs to rename the
Nathan?
server to Asmo's Harem.
Nathan,
No,
don't
I
give him
I'm not-
ideas.
I'm not doing that.
No.
As funny as that would be, I'm not doing that.
Cetra, one of the few people who is as strong as a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, he's actually killed the Bloodthirster
Damn.
And Kolek.
in close combat.
I didn't know Cetra was that badass. Jesus.
Oh, he's an absolute
Oh.
badass. He like takes the power of the dark gods and tell them to go fuck themselves. He's not serving.
Yeah.
Whatever
The
happened
thing
to
is,
Marine?
he believes in the old gods.
Whatever happened to Marine? Marine got banned from the server, unfortunately. I remember when I first learned that the Gov lies to us. It was when I saw the food pyramid back in school. That okay.
Yeah, the food pyramid is a giant lie. Don't trust them.
It is a lie.
They've changed it like 3 or 4 times, and it's been bullshit every time.
They are trying to tell you that ice cream is bad for you.
Ice cream.
It's good for the soul.
Good for the heart.
Alright, thinking about sending in cavalry real
A
quick.
little too
to
good for
harass
the
them.
heart.
Let's see. So, do that.
The saddest thing is seeing a woman crying while eating a tub of ice cream.
What?
Actually, sadder pictures is a man doing the same thing, but sad for different reasons.
It would be sadder if he's also surrounded by cats.
Well, at least you have a cleanup crew for your decaying corpse.
Oh, I love cats.
That when you die of the heart attack, that they'll all immediately turn and start eating your body. 'Cause that's what cats do.
Positivity.
Dogs wait a little while.
Don't
Cats
you
have
love
to
it,
have
Asmo, how we can,
priorities.
Asmo, don't you love it how we can take any topic and turn it messed up?
Dark.
For 30 seconds.
Oh, apropos messed up topics. Rattenreich is
Oh
fun.
come on, Jesus! I didn't want to challenge you.
That wasn't an invitation.
Come
Apparently
on.
it is.
Seriously?
You're talking about Khan.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything
okay.
bad. Just that
I mean-
Rattenreich is funded.
Khan.
Okay, that's.
It looks like a nice game that
that's
I
a
would
good-
like to play.
That's fair enough. Just let's say, don't use that name that often.
Etc. the Chad. Taco is good for the soul, bad for your toilet. Depends on the type of taco.
If it's a good taco, then you're probably fine. But if you go to Taco Bell, yeah, that's basically when you go to the toilet, you'll be dropping the bomb on Hiroshima.
With
You are
that little
nuking.
bit
You are
of-
nuking that toilet. You are. That is no longer a good toilet.
And that little bit of blood coming out doesn't mean that you are a woman.
If I see
Or
dislikes on the
steak
stream,
tacos.
I can't blame them.
I mean, neither can we, but well, we're responsible, so.
I can blame them. That means they don't have any sense of humor.
True.
Your humor is
Grim, dark,
special.
fitting for.
Mine is pure absurdist,
Special.
so that involves the it involves very dark, messed up things, but it's also stupid, nonsensical things. It's like the most absurdist level of humor is the kind of humor I like.
Well,
Gonna
before
launch
we
that
move
for
on-
you're racist.
Oh boy.
Fuck was that?
Cruz Skeleton wanted to say something, but he got cut off by his mic. He tried to make a joke. He failed.
Ah.
That's the
happens.
joke.
You really had to jinx it, Asmogan. Jinx what?
Well, yeah. Well, you summoned the distance and we arrived.
What? How did they summon me?
Well, he said the name was starting with a certain region of your, well, not your, but nearby country, let's say.
It looks like
I'm not gonna go more specific than that.
Oh, so
Leave it. Yeah, I'd just leave it.
how does
Leave it.
that
We all know
summon
what it
me?
is.
Leave it.
It's
that
just
same-
a joke. Leave it.
Put it down.
Down,
that
boy.
same battle with
down.
the artillery, or
No. That was forever
Okay.
ago now.
okay, I have not been paying attention.
Way past that.
Down.
Why
boy.
did somebody already leave a dislike? Okay, Forlan left a dislike. Gotcha.
Well. Yeah, 4-1.
Hey, Forlan, were you the one who left a dislike on, what stream was it the other day? I don't know. I forgot now.
It's not very nice.
I get them from time to time.
See, I was confused.
Man, remember those good old days when the dislike bar was green and red?
Hey, quick question, Asmo. Is that profile picture a Space Marine? It's me.
The rest is one.
No, it's not a spaceman.
No.
Fuck off,
It's,
GW.
It's
it's a
Soldier. Cosmic
Yeah,
Soldier.
Cosmo Soldier.
Cosmic Sosa.
Cosmic Warrior.
Yeah. Or Astro Priest.
Oh, they really don't want to die.
What's
Those
a lady?
Hey.
Yeah, mother.
And before we move away from the topic, let me say, forsake tacos, embrace gyros.
Oh, Gyros is fine.
I think the one like meat that I actually really like in like taco meat, like tacos, like when I went to like a good taco place, is cow tongue. I really like cow tongue.
Cow tongue is a little bit chewy.
I like
It can be great if prepared properly.
Yeah, it's like if it's prepared properly and it's in a taco, it's less
Yeah.
chewy and more. It holds a lot of the moisture you want in a meat. It's very juicy.
Yeah, just people sometimes forget to peel the skin, and then it's
Alright, do I
The dislike went away. It was probably an accident.
It was forlorn. You put it down and then he turned it to a like. Yay! Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Let's see. Occupy, sack, occupy, sack. Sack, then occupy.
Come on, boys, we need to bump those numbers.
You get a lot of money for sacking it, so.
Them are rookie numbers. You pump them record numbers up.
Occupy.
I have one more day of teaching and then I'm gonna go into a sleep coma.
Oh man, that feeling when you can
hours.
replace all your mortars with Hellstorm rocket batteries.
Zoom, zoom.
I only have 17 more skill points to allocate.
Well, clickety-clackety away then.
Do you know when a race in Warhammer is good? It's when you can play them like Skaven. Then you know they are good.
Oh, fuck off.
You and your hot takes every time.
That one is cold. Like
Yeah,
ice
you-
cold.
You and your filthy, smelly plague rats.
Yeah, kinda sucks that your cavalry dies to them, doesn't it?
Aww. Oh man.
Alright, and a new guy here leveled up. Conqueror. Boom.
Depends which cavalry you use.
In this patch, it doesn't really matter.
We.
With the next patch.
I'll tell you what. You take a weapons team and I'll take a Bretonian army, and we'll see who wins then.
How many plague priests can I put in there?
You said you wanted a gun line. Feel free to use a gun line against the Bretonian army. It'll trounce it.
Archon the Black wants me. He's a follower of Nagash. He wants
It's
a
just
he wants
when
a
he's
peace.
dead,
He wants
what the
me to
fuck?
pay for the peace treaty.
Yes, he wants.
No,
That's
asshole.
conscious of him.
We want a peace treaty, but we want money. I just annihilated all of your provinces. You have one left. We still want money.
No, you don't.
No.
It's called taxes. We all
That's
have
different.
to pay them.
Strength or cash to fish.
Well, the two kings have the lowest
Your
taxes.
conquests strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, mighty lord.
What can you
The
tax on a
wisest
skeleton?
amongst them will know that
What,
fate
calcium?
is on your side.
They are taxing the
I
mortal
have foreseen.
subjects.
Yeah, which there aren't many left.
It's
enough.
a lifetime of it's years of service. It's like the being on the Flying Dutchman. They don't have money. They just have years of service.
Or alternatively, what
So
would you like
Helbert
for
has
all?
become a Primaris. Joy. Yeah, I'm ignoring the lore side of it. The model looks
Ugh.
the model looks cool. At the very least, the thing is the model. I kind of commented about it earlier. Looks like a true scale Helbert to me. Like
Oh,
none of it
right.
screams Primaris, which is what I'm happy
Your
about.
Your favorite chapter is now Ultramarines in black.
Fuck off.
Ah, the Black Ultra Smurfs.
Oh boy.
For Gilliman, am I right?
I'm sorry, but that sounds racist.
Girly man.
What?
Girly man.
Gilliman does whatever
A great girly man
does.
does.
Is he fun? No, he isn't. He's a giant hypocrite. Watch out. Here comes the Gilly Man.
I mean, I agree with it. so-
Armor, thicker than all.
This song is fucking droll.
Well, end it then. I didn't want to start a whole sing along. Also, imagine the two kings just going to a settlement and saying, "Oh, my lord, we are here to collect tithes. What do you want? Milk. Anything else? No,
Give
just
me
milk.
your milk.
We require
you know-
calcium.
I need calcium. More calcium."
We need more thickening of the bones.
Those thick bones need more thickening.
Oh yeah, it
And
looks
you just
good.
skeleton
Can't be like
can't get-
Ultramarines if I'm in the guard. And that's true.
No. There are guardmen that are blue.
Technically, yeah, there are blue guardsmen.
Don't ruin it.
Morty and Iron God for a start.
Sweet Lord.
Yeah,
They had
Russian
And-
blue.
and the guard in McCree.
yeah, the McCrags on
McCrag.
PDF.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they all are blue. They have the insignia, so they are Smurfs.
What are they actually called?
Small Ultramarines.
Ultramurfs. The
You
Ultramurfs.
like
little
call him like
gay boy parade.
Lord said, Morty, do not count, you son of a bitch.
You heard him personally with that.
I will say what they are, but it will start.
That
with
was
that
aggression.
to get demonetized.
No, they don't, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
I
They
like the
do
Morty and
love
Iron God.
orders. They do love their orders. You have to say it.
It is true. Alright, so both of them gonna have attack the fucking Bretonians.
I'm finishing them off right now.
I cannot wait for Gilliman talking some chaos people to go to come back to loyalism.
And I'm murdering all the Tomb Kings with the Bretonians.
Oh, it's two ends of the moon.
Irony! It's grey blue.
They're fighting the same campaign. on both
Silver
sides,
says
like-
GW is really desperate to turn all major quote-unquote firstborn characters into Primaris. You know they are they are going to double and triple down the Primaris gimmick. Oh yeah, the thing is, why would they not? They're profiting. They're making money right now.
But not only that, they've backed themselves into a corner. They have to make them work. They have no options.
If they do not work, they lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
So
the
they
thing
actually
is,
have to work.
the
Push
thing
too
is,
hard. We can't go back off now.
is we don't know their exact profit margins right now, but I'm willing to bet money that they're in the green right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think they're always in the green. There's no way for them not to be in the green.
Yeah, so I don't
If you-
think that they're suffering due to any of their decisions.
If you charge a
we wish.
profit margin of like 3,000 or 4,000%, you can make profit while selling nothing. I mean, it's
It's a
so
siege.
ridiculously cheap.
I really hate
print
sieges.
models. I mean, they're not paying more than a few cents per model. So you can definitely say they're making
Oh,
money.
that firestorm went bad.
They go back into your own troops.
I only
Yes.
lose one Tomb Guard Halberd.
Happens.
And I forgot to micro the Hellstone battery. Oops.
Yeah, did it kill half your army?
You know, they are great until you start paying attention.
Alright. Province.
That doesn't sound too good.
Well, made room for another Ushapti. Ooh, and a Ushapti Great Bow.
Where the fuck are... God, they are aiming at the giant.
Those things are so cool. I love those units.
Which ones?
The shop thing?
Ushapti, there's big, like statues
They
with
look-
big swords.
Yeah,
Big
they look
hulking
pretty awesome.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, sadly
They
a little
look
bit
awesome.
weak.
You never go
Your
wrong
Shapti
with
should be
this.
way stronger than they look, what they look like.
True. They are a tad
Hard to
weak.
tell.
Yeah, and that's me being like generous.
Well, Ushapti are really strong compared to a lot of other units you get.
Compared to
One of
the
my
regular
armies
skeletons,
is-
yeah.
They are stronger than Red August. They are.
It depends what difficulty you're playing on as well.
Oh yeah,
True.
And I mean,
Difficulty is a
Ushapti
huge
with
impact.
great bows are
Nathan
really
says
good.
Black Templars are so Codex compliant, just like they've always been.
course. Yeah, they have to now.
Uh,
Don't forget, they're Ultramarines in green. All
In
hail
green?
the girly man.
green? Green?
What? Green?
Black.
Green?
When did the Black Templars change their color scheme?
When did they become
Dark
Dark
Angels.
Angels.
Salamander green.
Did I say green?
Which green?
Yes, you
Yeah.
said green.
Yes. But when did they become Dark Angels?
Oh, okay, I know why I said green because I'm watching Orcs.
We know they aren't compliant.
No,
Yeah.
They're compliant with anything.
Can you imagine the Orcs being Codex compliant?
Yes.
Well,
Honestly,
they have better
Honestly-
chance to do that.
It's
that's so
possible.
insane. I could.
You convince them that it'll serve the purposes of Gork and Mark, probably.
If you confuse
Oh,
them
I've got a new.
they
I've
would
got,
believe it.
I've got a new story for GW. That Gork and Mork are actually girly man.
No, I was gonna say like
Oh.
it's like an entire comic of a girly man gets stranded on a planet full of orcs, and then somehow convinces them to accept the Codex. Just
But
spends time with the
Revolt
orcs,
is
just like
Codex.
reading them to the Codex and preaching to
Nope.
them.
Give them ideas, they'll
It would be funny,
do
bro.
it.
I mean, he
would
actually
almost
revoked
be-
a lot of his own codex because he wasn't happy how it turned out. So
Oh, just
He
imagine
fucking
this.
wrote it himself, that cuck.
Just imagine this scene. You see a spot of orcs moving around. One says something, the other one. What did I show you in the book? What book? I mean, the big book. Oh, I can't read. Can I? So what do we do? Well, whatever.
Is it weird that I think the Imperial Fists have the galaxy's largest supply of Legos/Lego ripoffs? No, you're probably right.
I mean,
that's probably
Well,
what they
meanwhile,
do with their-
That's
the Iron Warriors
one
have the
of-
biggest
one of
collection
their,
of Lincoln logs.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Meccano. Iron Warriors play with Meccano. Freaking Imperial Fist play with Lego.
That's one of the chapter relics. His Dorn's original
Lego.
Dorn's personal Lego sets.
Was Dorn an autist?
Alright, looking at charge bonuses.
They're very
Especially
special.
his Death Star Lego set. That's the prime jewel. Still missing pieces.
Just imagine.
Yeah, that's all
GW
because
became
Percerabo
normal
nicked one of the
enough.
pieces just so he could never finish it.
Just
He-
imagine.
he-
if
he-
GW
he
was
took
normal
it-
enough.
He stole like one of the pieces, but replaced it with an exact one, but it was purple.
We're coming up with
Off
better
color.
writing than GW has ever had.
I mean, we are a creative bunch.
This
We are
arc of
messed up, but
Lincoln
still
Logs
creative.
versus Legos shit is absolutely god tier.
No, I still
honestly
think the Iron
think-
Warriors would have been Meccano.
Alright, there we go.
I honestly think most of you would buy Warhammer Legos if you could get them.
No,
Oh yeah, definitely.
no.
No, I wouldn't.
But who
No, I
would
wouldn't.
use
I mean,
Mega Blocks?
I would buy knockoffs. That's for sure.
I know which.
Because that would be like that's adding, GW already makes things insanely expensive. Why would I get Legos that are also unreasonably expensive?
Indeed.
to help our sweet
I
live
just-
a better life.
Like I was saying to Asmo, I won't even buy GW's paints anymore, so I ain't gonna buy freaking Lego sets.
We were talking about earlier. He's gone that hardcore. Me, I still buy Citadel, and I explain my reasoning. Hold on.
Yeah.
I still buy
Respectful.
Citadel because, from my perspective, I will never buy Games Workshop's miniatures ever again, especially since one-page rules exist. But besides that, for me, if I buy the miniatures, I'm directly supporting not only the bad practices of the company, but I'm also supporting their choices of their lore, their choices of the direction of the lore, their kind of politicizing of their universe, and also the degradations that they're welcoming into the community. I'm helping all that out by buying the miniatures. The paints, they don't have lore to them. And yeah, you could say the names are all derived from the miniatures, but besides that, there's no lore to them. There's no community around the paints. Unless you count the people who debate like dropper bottles or not. Not much of a community around the paints. The paints are just the product. They're just a flat product. So it's kind of like how despite the fact that Adobe has a bad reputation, I still use Photoshop and I still use Premiere Pro. And I still use After Effects because at the end of the day, I don't care how shitty the company is in the background. Because there's no community that they're affecting with the product. The product, as long as it works, as long as it's good, as long as it does its job, and as long as I can get it to work and use it for the purposes I intend it for, I don't give a shit.
I should stop using Firestorm.
See, I'm just going pure hardcore. Just nope, no more anything to do with GW. Is a big no.
Yeah. So as far as I look at the paints, they're their own identity outside of the miniatures.
Okay, let me pose you this question then. We figured out Dorn and Ferrous Menace. What would be the toys for other Primarchs then?
Maybe
Because
plug
let
in
me
my phone.
just tell you that.
I need to charge it.
Angron
Lehman
has
Russ.
Mega Blocks.
Lehman Russ, a Tamagotchi. That's for him. He can feed it.
No.
He can groom
No, Russ wouldn't have a Tamagotchi.
it. Okay, which one would have it then?
Lehman
wait,
Russ would
I
have
know.
like a plastic axe or something like that.
Yeah, Russ would literally like play with the freaking
He has
like medieval battle sets and stuff.
A plastic sword and the plastic axe.
Yeah. Plastic
Alright.
weapons.
Okay, what about the others then?
Forlon, I did see what you posted. I'm not sure what that had. That has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but I did see it
Vulcan
though.
would be Care Bears.
And I'm not sure
Vulcan,
why anyone's surprised by that stuff anyway. Like people will go after that stuff. And the thing is, that's not GW politicizing it. That's some rando who's like, oh, clearly this is political. Thank you, Nathan, for the super chat, man. Thank you. Khan would have Hot Wheels. Fair enough.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
would. He
Oh,
would.
for the
cause.
He
Chicken
would
say would
indeed.
have Hot Wheels.
Let's see. What was that game? That...
Max.
People are trying to go after paint for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's true, but that's not like that's people who are psychos on Twitter trying to politicize it. And which impresses me that you can try and politicize paint.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
Forlorn shared it in What's Just X, and I saw it yesterday. It has nothing to do with what my little rant just now about buying Citadel paints over buying the miniatures. Like they don't relate, but other than the fact that they're both about paints. But yeah, Duncan Rhodes is releasing a paint line, and someone is someone's claiming racism because apparently some of the darker skin tones, even though I don't think that it doesn't say that they're skin tones, it says that they're mid-tones.
Maybe.
So, but yeah, apparently
Anyway.
I don't know. How racist of a human being do you have to be to look at paints and go, hey, clearly these darker shades are for darker shades of skin, and clearly they're insinuating that darker skinned people are barbarians and boars because they named one of the paints boarhide and barbarian's flesh tone. Or, you psychopath, it's a little more complex
Go
than
after
that.
orcs.
The irony is these people are far more racist than anybody else. They're far more racist.
We're all just different shades of orange, technically.
It's that's a rabbit hole I think left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down it, but that's what it was about, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
If you look at
but
paints and you look at the names that are probably derived from a fantasy or fictional universe, and you think, oh, clearly they're insinuating racism, go fuck yourself. I'll leave it at that. Go fuck yourself. Get a life. Go touch grass. Touch grass. Go the fuck outside. Go meet some people. Make some friends, for Christ's sake. And stop looking at shit through the lens of race. Sometimes it's just a name derived from a fictional universe, for fuck's sake. Go fuck yourself.
Okay,
Anyway,
for
how's
real
everybody doing?
now, I wanted to say a certain phrase, embrace the orange, but then I remembered Orange Man bad, so... Oh, God.
Can we please talk about stupid toys again?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
continue.
I moved on. I
Vulcan-
I think we left off
punctuated
on,
it. I'm moving
Go
on. I already punctuated
get
my
on.
son.
So, Vulcan was Care Bears.
Yep, Vulcan Scare Bears.
Gorbos Corax gets a Batman set.
Yep. Well, Korax.
Either Corax or
What would a
Wouldn't the Batman set be better for?
yes, I forgot
Oh,
the
yes.
Night Lord's name.
The Night Lord.
Oh
yeah.
no! What Korax get? He gets a Edgar Allan Poe action set,
Yeah.
That's
or it's an
not
action
the thing.
figure, and it's like it has a whole play set of Edgar Allan
Life is
Poe.
meaningless.
Lionel Johnson will get a toy horse.
No, he gets a Barbie.
Nope, either or.
No.
Oh, pony. He can get a pony. Like a plushie.
Oh no, he
He
gets
gets-
the equivalent set from Lehman Ross, but instead of being like Norse themed, it's going to be medieval Europe plastic sword.
Mm-hmm. Could do as well.
Or he gets a
Um,
cat toy.
Or he gets
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he gets
gets the little kitty.
he
Hello
gets
Ball of
Kitty.
yarn.
He-Man. He
Ball
gets
of yarn.
He-Man.
Hello Kitty.
No, he gets He-Man with Battle Cat.
I had
I
painted
think
with
Hello
mice
Kitty,
as a child, and they were great.
What was that game with where you had to guess a person by describing their face?
Guess who?
Guess who? So the
Yeah, Guess Who.
the Alfarius brothers get Guess Who because they'll never figure this out. Guess who? Alfarius. No. Alfarius. No. That's Alfarius.
I
No, that's
am
Alfarius.
Alfarius.
Oh, Fulgrim
I'm
gets She-Ra.
Fulgrim gets She-Ra, yes.
Fulgrim gets a children's
I know.
beauty set. That's what
What?
he gets.
What would...
Makeup.
Yeah, makeup set.
Well, Vulcan can get in Hoven.
No, Vulcan get
The
gets
Care Bears.
okay,
He's got to have
yeah,
the
the
Care
Care Bears.
Bears.
Okay, that's way less darker than the Hoven.
Khan, Jagatai Khan would get.
But we already said
Hot
Hot
Wheels.
Wheels for
Yeah,
car.
Hot Wheels.
yeah,
Hot
we
Wheels
said
are
that.
RC or like an RC car.
Okay,
what
who's left?
would Ferrus Manus get?
Ferrus Manus.
I'm thinking of
Ferrus.
Mega Blocks.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh,
Who's left?
Magnus, but that's easy. Magnus is going to get like the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, big Magic the
Yu-Gi-Oh
Gathering
card.
for sure. Magic the
And
Gathering.
Yeah.
He only plays against himself. Let's make it really sad.
Okay, who else?
Vulcan?
Vulcan,
No,
Don't
Vulcan, we
Vulcan.
already have Vulcan.
What's it? Angron?
Angron. Angron will get a punching bag.
It's a bag of rocks.
Yeah.
no, he gets like the cube where
It's
you
a
have to put in the
fuck.
shapes. No, he gets a cube where you have to put in the right shapes in the right hole. And
Yeah, but you
everything
can
is
make it out of
smashed.
titanium so it doesn't smash it every
He has to constantly have that replaced. It's like put the right shape in the right hole because he keeps getting it wrong and breaking it.
Okay.
The Stardust
Horus.
will go into the right.
Horace
Horus.
Limpel.
Horus. Horus, I know, a crown. He'll keep it. He'll keep it. He'll keep it hidden. He'll not show it to anyone, but he'll secretly always want to wear it.
No, he gets
Yara.
a Nerf gun and constantly shoots the Emperor in the back of the head.
Yeah, point.
Only
what-
GMs.
Hang on. Oh, jeez.
We have still.
The angel. What would the
Sanguinius.
Sanguinius? Yeah. What would Sanguinius get?
You've almost
Get
forgot.
all those really crappy religious toys.
Oh,
No, that's
yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
like
No, it's like
no,
it's a lot
Sanguinius
of
is the,
like
the
that.
spoiled kids. If he gets like the
He gets everything.
he gets the
Yeah, he just gets
ridiculous.
everything.
Oh, no. Sanguinius gets the newest console.
No,
all the
Sanguinius
games.
just gets everything because he's the favourite.
Okay, who do we forget now?
We
Um,
don't have Ferris Manus.
You know, compared to like with Sanguinius, like it's every one of the kids is basically
They have
Faramir
fancy
for
Oh,
Denethor.
Ferris Manus would get like those, God, what is it? The creepy crawly things where you could, bake like plastic
That doesn't make sense.
monsters and stuff like that.
Xenox, hey,
Oh,
Xenox,
play
hey,
it.
He gets
Oh.
Transformers.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, man?
Tasmanus gets Transformers.
Fucking buffers.
Oh, or better yet, he gets one of those kits from the 1950s. My science nuclear reactor thing that comes with real uranium-235.
Yeah, why
What the
not?
fuck?
Yeah, that was a thing.
What else?
Back when they did
Baby's
Memphis
first
in-
forge.
Mortarion gets soap. I don't know.
No, Mordarian will get air freshener.
No.
No,
Mortarion
wait.
does.
You're talking about
used
Mordarian.
cause.
Thank you, Nathan, for the
Mortarion
super chat, man.
boys.
Thank you. Angron Sock'em Boppers. He keeps punching stuff.
Yep.
Actually, I
That's
kind of
pretty
like it.
good. I like that.
Sock and boppers.
Mortarion just plays in the garden and eats
No,
worms or something.
Materia will get garbage pail kids.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, garbage bill kids.
Definitely.
Why was that thing
Good about
that
that.
even a thing? Who wanted to have ugly ass fucking toys?
Have you not seen those Buglies?
Weirdly, a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Those Buglies are just weird.
We have failed as
Or
a
boglings.
What? Who else have we missed?
Miss
I think
somebody,
we
and I
would-
can't think.
Ow.
We went through almost all of the
Logar.
loyalists.
We
Oh
don't know,
wait,
though.
what was the
Laura gets
a fire.
Perturabo. We missed Perturabo.
Perturabo?
Am I
Yeah.
seriously gonna
Perturabo.
lose this still? What the fuck?
Perturabo
no.
is also going to be.
No, we don't
Vega.
put her up. He gets the Meccano.
Yeah, Meccano. Perturabo gets Meccano.
Logart doesn't get
Korax.
anything because he's been a bad
Korax.
boy.
Korax
He needs
gets-
to go to,
We
Bible
already
study.
had Korax.
Yeah.
What did he get?
He got the Batman set.
No,
Oh, yeah. No, that was for Conrad Curse.
this was for Curse. Curse gets Batman.
Conrad gets an airplane model.
I will have to say,
It's a sort of
Conrad
a-
is the boy that always gets forgotten because nobody remembers him.
No.
Why should they remember him?
Why are
He
they
is the
rallying
boring
so
one.
much?
I mean, it's fair to shit on
You
him,
lost
but
your
let's
lords
not
and
shit
they're
on him
crumbling.
that hard.
Oh my god.
Once you lose your lords, they're crumbling like hell.
He didn't lose the Lord, but he fought for too long, and his morals were down.
I gotta
I
restart
love
my
him,
machine.
Skaven. If you lose
God
to him,
damn
it.
nobody gives a fuck.
They
Oh,
had
no, that's
witch
been-
hunters. Witch hunters are really good.
I think
Yeah,
you
good
hit down with
assessment.
lost penalty. That just destroys your morale instantly.
Yeah, and also they had witch hunters, which is really good for their morals.
God damn it.
I forgot how I moved my entire formation.
You do not.
Oh shit, yeah, right, that's not a thing.
Hmm?
No, it is.
Not,
What are you playing?
No, you just need to
not
lock your
much. Chilling with
units,
Warhammer and Asmogan. Nice. Hope you're having fun with your
wrap them
campaign,
all
man.
under a banner and lock them.
No, you just select all your units and hold. Is it shift or control?
Yeah, but if you want to,
And then you can-
you can just go and lock the units.
That's the worst way to do it. That is
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
worst
work
way.
well in this game for some fucking reason.
What are you playing?
Yeah, Total War 2.
Warhammer.
So they're not
Yeah.
going to be enough to take him
Yeah,
from the
you
pissed off.
don't make massive control groups. Just select all the units and then I
Okay.
think it's shift or control. Hold it down and then click on one of the units and then drag it, and it'll drag the entire unit. And then you can is it Alt? And you could turn your formation.
I see why I constantly
You have to
forget
hold
that.
like multiple you've got to like hold multiple buttons down in order to do it properly. It's one of those, when you get used to it, it's easy enough.
Yeah, but I
Paul's
also
legendary
way too often
phrase.
forget it.
It's one of those.
No,
It's
but
so
he's
lazy,
not
isn't
wrong. It is one of those.
It is one of those.
I hope they are going to make it less shit in the next game.
Make what less shit?
Like some
Really?
of the controller expects.
Oh,
Like I want to move the entire formation with like 1 or 2 clicks maybe.
good luck with that.
Kind of want to accept the peace treaty because it's such a pain in the ass right now to try and take their
I mean, if he actually wants to move the whole formation, the easiest way to do is locking the units.
Mm,
Can I get any money out of this?
technically, it is easier, but it messes with the units too much, which is why I'll use control groups, but I don't rely on them. And hard locking a control group is the worst idea.
Oh, it works.
I only
quite
use them
easily, to be
for
honest.
organizational purposes, and that's it.
Right,
It's just
good.
like it makes things so it's less chaotic on the tab. Like I'll still select individual units, but I'll like group them by type, so I know where to go to click them and find them quickly. So I don't have to think about it.
Such as to recuperating. A check. Upgrade that. Alrighty, ready, roo. Making progress. Oh, that's too pricey.
Alright, go on, Rapunzel. Go to Camry. Let's go say hello to good old Cetra.
Give him a little hello.
Hello. How are you?
Bonk him on the head.
Bonk.
Give
Oh,
him a
that's
boop in the snoot. Wait, he doesn't have a snoot.
Oh,
Damn it.
Asmo, if you ever have time, you need to Google every title Cetra has.
Every title?
Uh-huh.
He's got a few.
As in
Well,
more
he's
than
been
10.
around for a very, 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 very long time.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
but he's also
longer you
given his-
live, the more you're gonna accumulate titles.
Yes, and it's really funny how much he has, often for the same fucking thing he did.
Yeah, but he did give the titles to himself, so
Self-proclaimed.
Hey, what are you going to say? He's
Well, what
not
else is he
allowed
gonna
to
do with
that?
all the time he has now? He's basically immortal, living in the middle of a desert. That's just you gotta have hobbies.
love the fact that after he'd sorted all the other Tomb Kings out, Cetra just turned around and he's like, right, sod this, I ain't gonna sleep no more. I need to keep an eye on Camry.
I need to keep my eye on things. It
Last
appears
time-
it needs to be watched.
Last time I died, everything went to shit, so I'm gonna just stay awake for the rest of the time.
to stay dead.
And then he stayed alive up even during the end times was finished.
Defenders of the Fleur de Lis.
There is no such thing as the end times.
Oh,
This does
you
not exist.
wish.
He's not gonna
That's-
solo rush Sorcerer's Island, is he?
Who?
That would be kind
Oh,
of
the
stupid.
lady!
We should be like orcs. If we breathe hard enough that the end times don't exist, they might not.
He is rushing it. Okay, what an idiot.
Bum rush the front line with my do shop tea. Because that's always
wow.
fun to watch.
Cetra's trait is pretty crap. Plus 15 charge bonus and minus 3 control local enemy province.
Oh, I love Bright Wizards.
For Shadow myself.
No, I like Bright Wizard for the net.
Yeah, Net Abamontock's okay, but
Forward recruiting.
Niggets of the Lionhearted.
Niggets.
Oh, that poor giant. They must have programmed the giant in as a joke.
Which one?
Every giant.
Some of the giants are pretty good.
More gil for the cause.
I like the artillery ones.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Nathan.
One-
Thank you, Nathan, for the super chat again, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tang, remember My Little Pony and 40k theory?
Nathan, shut up. Just do not bring this up.
Wait,
I
real?
no.
Like real, or like me doing like shitty
Oh,
Photoshop?
no. It's
Real.
worse than you. No, it's
Real.
worse. Yeah, I mean, Let's not.
Why?
Let's please not go. Let's not go to that. Come on,
Things
please.
having
Existential
PTSD.
Oh,
Which crack was smoked that day?
I still.
all of
Can
it.
I have some?
Just all of it. Like they
All
had
of
the
it.
batch, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's go all out."
Can I have some of that?
It's all gone. Sorry. I need to. Well,
And the dwarves.
I love how fast the Bretonian lands grow. The fastest population increasing.
The worst part is that it's plausible.
Why does
torture
Empire
me with
Magic
that.
regenerate?
Don't torture me with that information. Alright. What? No, 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 no. What? What in the hell? It says Archon the Black and like one hero are enough to take out the garrison of two. What?
Arkan might be the strongest hero in the game.
Nah, he's not the strongest hero, but
But he's
he is
powerful.
strong. But then again, he's pretty much dead. So concentrate your ball fire on Archon and he'll die. No time flat. Depends how much magic he's got.
He's only level 9, so he can't have too much.
He'll have one of his most powerful spells.
If the AI played it right.
Yeah, which is highly unlikely.
Alright. That's all.
The fuck is with this auto-resolve bullshit?
I think I need to get rid of Spearman.
It's almost like sad. Like all the armies I have are like silver and gold ranked units. They just smash everything in front of them now.
Yeah, just get to that stage.
Especially that one army. It's just sad. Like it only has 175 units in it total. But there's basically nothing on the field that will stand against it. But as of right now, at least nothing the computer can chug out as it is. The AI.
Oh, yeah, hey, the Spearmen are doing way worse.
Spearmen were only
How is he
there
not
too.
dead?
Because it's Archon. The first immortal. Plus, you might want to switch your bow fire, because you probably kill more
Let's
of your
get some more
shooting than-
Canopic jars, because that's the only way I can increase armies now. It's basically just by doing mortuary cult stuff with. But the next mark I need is 2400.
Works well enough, doesn't it?
Big match
Finally!
kitty cats.
God damn.
Archon's pretty tough.
The hell?
Probably better just sending one unit into fight and letting your bowman shoot.
Aren't they? Don't they have auto basically aimbot? So they're not really hitting my own
Mash
units.
one finger.
They'll probably kill more of your own troops than.
I Having fun
But
orcs, yeah.
again, I thought they had
And-
aimbot, so they won't hit any of my own.
Nah.
And they're not
Savage orc.
visually. They're not hitting any of my own troops. They're only hitting the hero.
In my desert, so you get smushed. Everyone gets yeeted out of the desert. This is my sand.
It's my sandpit, and you're not welcome.
Get in my sandbox.
Yeah, that went from a close loss to a decisive victory. Fuck you, AI. We ought to resolve this. You clearly lose. No. Goddamn cheating bots.
More statuary of Khemri. I require more.
Hey, sir, may I have more? No. Oh.
It is many.
So Paris was the boy who liked to play in sandpits.
Alright, finally. So we destroyed the followers of Nagash. Don't really do anything.
Which actually confused me why they named it the Followers of Nagash, because actually Archon actually spent more time trying to stop Nagash's resurrections. Than anybody else in the entire world.
Maybe they followed his teachings?
Yeah, one of his sayings when you're in the campaign and what have you is as if he's actually supporting Nagash.
Can I recruit anything? I can recruit a couple things that are worth recruiting.
Asmo, did you ever build an igloo?
Yes. Several over the years.
Oh. It's nice to live in a snowy country, I think.
Not really.
If it's like time,
Probably.
it becomes a thing you have to constantly have to deal with. It's like, it's snowing.
I enjoy it because it's the life I know how to live. If I were from I would say it's not easy. No, it's very freezing every year, and it gets very cold. It can be very uncomfortable. Lots of people die because they're idiots. Hey, let me go hunting right before a blizzard. Oh, I'll beat it. No, you won't. I'll see your body on the evening news.
Germany die in winter, so dying in winter is really easy.
Yeah, it's hyper cold. Complete
Yeah,
lack of.
it's not
warmth.
here. It's not even close to cold here.
It's pretty damn cold here. Negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thing is, so
Negative 45
Niconis,
Celsius.
you're saying it's not cold, but it is if that's what you're used to.
No, it's not even cold by my standards, and I've lived here my whole life.
Okay, what?
Yeah, we don't get as bitter
Let
cold
me
as you
just-
do.
Wait, I can tell you, last winter we usually had like 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's pleasant.
I'm gonna have to call the stream there though, because I'm leaving shortly. I believe I am.
When I was a child, it was more usual to have at least. I would
Thanks everybody
say,
for watching.
14
Catch you
degrees
guys next time.
Fahrenheit or something.
Birthday stream this Friday. Woo!
Yay! All cold.